the first card, sorry, I'm being silly. The first card you have your past is the Six of Wands. Yes, I'm actually seeing two things. There are two things with this card. The first thing is that you've been through a lot of problems actually, but this was in your more distant past, and I'm actually seeing that yes, the last 2 or even 3 years have been really stressful for you. I'm seeing in two areas, money and in emotionally as well. Those two areas, these past few years have been really stressful for you. There were some opportunities that came in for you, and things really started to improve at the start of this year. I'm seeing you had a bit of a turnaround. I'm seeing maybe there was a new job, maybe there were a lot of opportunities coming in. Things just started to turn around for you. And I'm also seeing some people were looking up to you, and you were helping people or teaching people or something like that. So maybe this was in your job, or maybe this was in other areas. And I'm seeing also that there are children that look up to you, or there's a child that looks up to you, one specific child that looks up to you, and they're a very, very intelligent child. This child's very intelligent, because I'm seeing them asking you questions, and they're also asking you very intelligent questions. And you're having to really be on the ball with this child. You're going to have to think, oh, they might ask you a question, oh, why is this? And it's a really tricky question. You think, oh, wow, now I have to answer this question. But they're very clever, and they do look up to you. That's what I'm seeing. And you're being really gentle with this child as well. I'm seeing you're very lovely with them. The next card you have your past is the Page of Swords. Right, so what I'm seeing here is that you've really learned from some things that went on in a past relationship. I'm seeing you had you could have been in a newer situation or a new relationship at this time, I should say, or you're thinking about going into a new relationship. It was one or the other. That's what I'm seeing. This is about you not wanting to fall into old patterns. You've really learned from your old relationships, and you don't want to take these problems or the things that happened into any new relationships. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing you and if this old relationship, this difficult relationship that you're comparing this new one to, you both made a lot of mistakes actually. It was very difficult, very difficult. And I'm seeing when you first separated, you weren't seeing that maybe you were contributing to this as well. There are mistakes on both sides, I'm seeing, but you weren't seeing a lot of your faults when this happened. But that's what we're all a bit like that when we break up with someone. We think they're terrible and we're perfect. I'm exaggerating, but it's like that for a lot of people. But then at this time now, you're recognizing that actually you contributed to some of these things. I'm not saying you're terrible. I'm just saying you always do this. It's never completely one person. It's always, even if they're a monster, you still do some little things, even if you let them. If you react in a certain way. I'm not saying everybody has to be perfect, but you know what I mean. There are always some faults on both sides. Anyway, that's what I'm seeing here, so don't be angry with me. And yes, you just don't want these things to happen again. You just don't want these old things to happen again. You've learnt from a lot of mistakes, and you've learnt from the other person's mistakes too, what you won't accept now, and how you'll handle someone if this situation comes up again, or if someone acts, excuse me, I'm so sorry about my cough. If someone acts in a certain way towards you, you'll react differently to them. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so the next card you have for your past is Death. Yes, I'm just seeing that, yes, I'm seeing you helping someone. You were helping someone close to you at this time. There were two people involved with this, though. I'm seeing two people. So you're close to both of these people, but you're actually closer to one of them than the other person. That's what I'm seeing. This could be about family. But I'm seeing you could have been helping someone to achieve something. But when they achieve this thing, because I'm seeing that they will do this, they're going to have to either move away or not be around you or something like that. I'm seeing that they might even have to move very far to do this. It could be a job, it could be studying or something like that. And this change is going to happen. You knew this at this time in your past. You've known this all along when you've been helping this person. And you're going to be missing someone. So you're feeling a little bit sad, a little bit stressed about what was going to happen in the future. But also you knew that this was going to happen. This was for the best as well. This was going to be the best thing for this person. So while you had this sadness around you, you're going to miss this person, you knew that they were doing the right thing by doing whatever they were going to do. That's what I'm seeing. And you were helping them as well because you knew it was the right thing. So you're being very kind. You're being very kind to someone. The first card you have for your present is the Magician, which I love. What I'm seeing here is that, yes, I'm actually seeing someone close to you is going to have a very, very, very rare opportunity, actually. And this is going to be coming to this person. And you're benefiting from this. You're benefiting from this. It might have already happened, but it might happen soon. But you're going to benefit from this if it hasn't happened already. You're benefiting from somebody else's opportunity. Somebody's being very generous to you. And I'm feeling a sense of relief. I'm looking at this and I'm feeling a sense of relief because I can see that some pressure is being taken off you. Now, it could be time pressure, it could be money pressure that's being taken off you. It might be both. But this is going to free things up for you if it hasn't happened already. And you're handling this in a really clever way because I'm seeing someone around you. Yes, you have a tricky person around you. They might want a piece of this good fortune. So if it's money coming into you or something else or some sort of other benefit, they want to take some of this benefit. They want to have some of this. This person's a little bit work shy, I'm seeing. They're a lazy person, actually. I'm being a bit mean, but yes, that's what they're like. That's what they're like. They're lazy. They're happy for everyone else to do the work and they just want to sit around with their feet up. That's what this person's like. It's something like that. So I'm seeing you handling this person really well. And you can see they're quite tricky with what they say. They might be asking you in a really subtle way. They might say, oh, isn't that wonderful that that's happened to you? I wish that would happen to me. I've got this problem and that problem and I can't pay this. And in a really kind of subtle way, oh, if only I could do that, then life would, trying to guilt you in a way. They're kind of tricky. But, they don't really have all those problems. They're just trying to get in on what you have. They're actually fine. They don't have all these things. They can pay their things. You're the Magician. You can see the trick coming. You can see all the tricks when they are coming. You can see this person's tricks. You're very clever. You're not going to let them get away with it. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have your present is the Emperor. So yes, you've had a really rocky relationship past. I'm seeing this past relationship again, and you're thinking about this again at this time. You're not going to let these old patterns come into your future. I'm seeing this all the way through this reading so far. You're being very strict on yourself. You're not letting these old patterns come through into your future. The stability coming off you, I'm seeing. And I'm seeing in your past there were some secrets. Now, this could have been you telling some secrets, or the other person, but there were these secrets, or there were things that weren't told. And I think you're actually, I'm actually seeing someone whispering. That's why I'm seeing secrets and hearing secrets. But you're not letting these things happen. You're going to be very open with this person, if you're not already. You're going to be very open with this person. And you're not going to let these past things come into your future. I'm also seeing with this, I don't know if this makes sense. This might resonate with you. I hope it doesn't, because I'm seeing a very, very forceful person. I'm seeing a very, very bossy, forceful person. This might be someone from way back in your past, even from your childhood. I don't know if they're a parent. They might not be. I don't know, but they're a very, very forceful person. You've known them for a long time. They're going to come back into your life. They're going to try and talk to you. I hope you can avoid this person. I'm not saying avoid your parents. I don't know who this is. I was just thinking that because I was seeing that you've known them for all of your life, or a lot of your life anyway. They go way back with you anyway. That's why I thought that might be who that was. I don't know. They could be. But I just hope you can avoid this person. They're very, very difficult, very forceful. They impose themselves on everyone. They try and tell everyone, this is how you do things, this is the rule. That's what I'm seeing. Just be careful. This person could be coming back. Just be very careful. The last card you have your past is the Four of Pentacles. So yes, you do have a solid, stable relationship coming your way. Pentacles, very solid. Lots of great, solid, stable energy coming your way. It could be here now, but if not, it will definitely happen in your future. or even your more distant future. But it will happen very soon, I'm seeing. It might not be in your very distant future, but it's coming. It's coming if it's not here now. That's what I'm seeing. But what I'm seeing is, don't hang on too tightly to this person, because again, I'm seeing there were some secrets in the Emperor. Maybe there was some cheating. Maybe someone was hiding something from you. And you don't want this to happen in this relationship that's coming up. So you might be holding on tightly to this new person. You might be thinking, I'm not going to let them get away with it. I'm going to make sure they don't text too often. They're not away. Where are they? I'm worried where they are. What am I going to do? Don't squash them. Don't hang on to them so tightly. If they're suffocating, they'll try and fly away. If you have a bird in your hand and you squash it, it's going to try and fly away, and rightly so. I would too if I was the bird. Don't squash people. You can't stop them from their freedom, and you should let them have their freedom. That's what I'm seeing. They're a wonderful person. They won't do anything to you. This is a beautiful gift, this relationship. It's very stable. Don't worry about it. It will be okay. That's what I'm seeing. The first card you have for your future is the Page of Wands. Yes, I'm seeing a challenge coming up for you, actually. This could be a workplace challenge, or it's something about work or around work. It's work related. This is going to be difficult for you, because I'm seeing you're going to come up against a very difficult problem or a difficult person. And again, I'm seeing, which is what I'm seeing all the way through this reading, is that you could be tempted to go back to an old way. So maybe there was an old way that you were like in your past, where you came up against a problem or a difficult person. Maybe you were bad-tempered. Maybe you didn't deal with things well. Maybe it could be that you used to be smoking and you gave it up, and you might be tempted to smoke again. Or it might be, that you're healthy again, and then you get stressed and now you're tempted to eat 20 pizzas or something like that. It might be something like that. I'm hungry now. Yes, it might be something like that, but you're going to be tempted to go back your own way, but you won't be. You'll almost be there. You'll say, oh, wouldn't I just love to do this? Wouldn't I just love to yell at this person or do whatever it is? But you won't do that. You'll come up with some way that will be creative. You won't go back to your old ways. You're determined not to. It's all the way through this reading. You won't be going back to your own ways. You'll be frustrated, but it will be okay. You'll get through this. I promise you will. The next card you have for your future is the Three of Wands. So yes, this is about this good future, this opportunity coming up in the Magician. And again, this opportunity is coming from someone else. So this person's being very generous toward you. They're helping you out with this. And you're going to have to plan your future differently because of this new thing. It's going to change a lot of things about your life. You're going to be planning this. You're going to be planning things in a new way after this comes in. That's what I'm seeing. And it's going to take you some time to come to a conclusion. You're going to weigh a lot of different options up, just like a Libra, just like that. You're going to say, will I do this? Will I do that? I don't know. Yes, just make sure that you're just worried, because I'm seeing in your past you made some wrong decisions. It could have been money decisions. And you don't want this to happen again. So you're weighing everything up. You're weighing this up, you're weighing that up. It might be very stressful to you. Don't paralyze yourself with this, trying to make the right decision. Don't try and make the right decision and worry so much about it that you make no decision, because some opportunities might pass if you don't make a decision. Make a decision. Yes, weigh everything up. You're very sensible. That's fine. But then come to a decision and do that. Don't let the opportunity pass. That's what I'm seeing. And don't be too stressed by it. The last card you have for your future is the Empress. Yes, again, here we are. Don't be stressed. Don't be too stressed by making this decision. It's okay. This is a positive thing that's come in for you. Don't turn it into a negative thing by making it all stressful and thinking, oh, am I going to do the wrong thing? It's okay. Rest. Look at this Empress. Look at her dress. It's so comfortable. Look at her chair. It's like this big armchair. I'd like to sit in it. It looks amazing. She's so relaxed and comfortable. That's a message to you. Don't be too stressed about things. Relax with this. It's a great thing that's coming in for you.